Dr. Muwanika Jdiobe. And before I say what I would like to share with each one of you here, I'd like to give a brief history about myself to our chief guest, Honorable Musumba, and every other guests right here today. I attended primary right here in Uganda, and then I came to Holy Cross Lakeview in 2008, graduated senior 6 in 2013. Oh, I finished senior 6. In the States, they say I graduated high school. So from here, I moved to the United States, where I pursued 2 bachelor degrees, 2 master degrees, and a PhD in aerospace engineering. And currently, I am working for Boeing as an aeroacoustic engineer. Basically, that is an aerospace engineer who cares about the noise emissions. We are here to celebrate conserving our environment. One of those aspects is noise. The amount of noise made by aircraft, we do care. And eventually, Uganda will wake up one day and say, if your aircraft is this loud, we cannot let it land at Entebbe International Airport. So my job at Boeing is to make sure that as we are designing and building these aircrafts, they meet the noise regulations and the requirements. I am also an adjunct professor at Oklahoma State University, where I have the privilege to train the next generation of innovators and engineers. And in that same spirit, there are so many things I have learned while I study and work in the US. And some of those things, I was able to achieve those while at Holy Cross Lakeview. A lot of you have been part of the science fair, and I encourage you, if you want to be better than me, you should be participating there. Because that's where my passion for being an aerospace engineer originated from. And when we look at Laudato C Club right here, they are not just about conserving the environment. They also are leading, or they are seeking solutions, innovative solutions, to solve some of our local problems. And that might be weather-related, climate-related, or the quality of the water that we have in our lakes. Okay? And therefore, I decided that I would love to share what I got from Holy Cross Lakeview and in the United States with the rest of students, starting with Holy Cross Lakeview, but also including the rest of Uganda. I went ahead and co-founded Jdiobe STEM Foundation. Now, Jdiobe STEM Foundation is contributing to the creation of the next generation of STEM leaders, innovators, and encourage research mindset. A lot of times, we Ugandans are very, very smart. The only problem we have is we do not tend to think like researchers. And by that, I'm not insulting anyone. It is basically me saying we now need to look at our problems in our local community as scientific problems, come up with scientific methods and how we can solve these problems. And most importantly, the scientists of today, we are living on the shoulders of the scientists who came before us. How do we do that? That is through the publications. So Jdiobe STEM Foundation intends to teach students how to conduct research and write a research paper. Okay? In this day and era where we're having AI, now when you ask a student to conduct research, they'll just run to Google or they'll run to ChatGPT and bring you something 100% plagiarized. So this is the time that Jdiobe STEM has found value together with Laudato C to partner to solve our local problems here in Uganda, but using scientific methods, and among those is the publications. So Jdiobe STEM is registered in the United States because that's my residence. However, we primarily operate here in Uganda. Some of you in the crowd are already beneficiaries of Jdiobe STEM, whether through the scholarship program that we have, all the science fair. Starting this year or next year, we should see Jdiobe STEM get even more involved as far as funding goes and mentorship. We don't only need to do the funding, but we also intend to mentor students on how to be the scientists, STEM leaders, and innovators of tomorrow. And with those, allow me end here, but I highly encourage you to stop by our booth where we shall be exhibiting a lot of different programs or majors, and by majors I mean courses that you can study at the university. And I just brought a lot of stuff to share with the students, so I highly encourage students to stop by the booth of Jdiobe STEM. Thank you so much.